channel. My name is Favor. If this is your first time here, thank you for coming here today. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button so you can join the fam, and also click the notification bell down below. That way you know when next I post the video, okay? And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back here once again. So in today's video, we're just going to be having one of those really nice conversations, okay? So get your popcorn, your drink, your tea, coffee, whatever you be needing, okay? Just get everything and have a seat. So today's conversation was just about a couple getting married in a few weeks, and the man wanted his wife to quit her job. I was just wondering if this is something that people should be talking about before they get married, or like what stage is the right time to have such conversations. So pretty much the man reached out to his wife and told her that they had a few things to iron out, and I'm like, what are they ironing out a few weeks to their wedding, right? Like, I mean, you guys have been dating for so long, and even if they didn't date for that long, I mean, they were dating for some time, and I feel like this kind of conversation is one of those very important conversations to talk about, because it is something that seems to be causing problems or strains in relationships these days. And I just thought it's something worth talking about, right? Like, you don't just wake up and expect someone to quit their job. I get that you're probably going to be the husband or whatnot, but whether you like it or not, there are people that are all about their careers, and there are people that don't mind, right? And that's why I feel like it's important to have such conversations. Again, the lady might not even mind quitting her job, but at least talk about it. Like, don't put her on the spot. The man also mentioned that the lady was a few weeks pregnant, and to me, like, that's just so much pressure, because now she's pregnant and you're telling her to quit her job. Maybe if she wasn't pregnant, she could decide, oh, I don't want to go on with this relationship or with this marriage again, and just exit because they are not married yet, right? Now the thing is, the man wants her to quit just to take care of the kids, because he feels it would benefit their kids more. And the lady suggested they could get a nanny, which I think is okay, right? Like, everybody wants different things in life. The lady is fine with having a nanny watch her kids while she goes to work, but the man isn't fine with that at all. Again, you need to have conversations, because everyone has different expectations, and everyone wants different things in life. So you need to have conversations. The lady mentioned that she believes she could be a working class woman and also be a good mom, and I was like, loud it, sister, okay? Because it is doable. Like, there are people that have done that successfully and are fine. So I didn't think this was a very big deal, right? But then again, like, the man mentioning that she earns 355k a month and he earned 250k a month and still wanted her to quit was the part that got me a little bit, I don't know, like, there's some people that are against their wives working, or against their wives earning more than them. And again, the case is different for everyone, which is why you need to have conversations, okay, people? You need to have conversations. Like, don't assume everyone wants what you want. Don't assume your husband or your wife is fine with you working, because not everyone is fine with that. Like, don't assume. And then the man, like, going on to say that he's not saying that she would not work at all, but that she can go back to work when the kids get older. This is the part that I don't even understand. Like, does he expect her boss to keep her job for her? Like, for how long? Like, even if the boss wanted to keep the job, like, you can go for maternity leave, but for a certain period of time. You cannot go for like 5 years and expect your job to be waiting for you. Excuse me, there are other people looking for jobs, okay? Like, the rate of unemployment is so high in some places. You cannot just afford to be doing anyhow. Like, you cannot. So I just found it very somehow for the guy to just wake up and like tell the lady to just go and quit her job. Like, I'm not saying that it's bad, or it's not doable, or wives shouldn't quit their jobs to take care of their kids. You can, but I just thought it was very unfair for the man to have that kind of thought and keep it to himself like all this while. Like, you need to talk about your expectations, you need to talk about your goals, your plans, your career plans, your ambitions, okay? Because no one is you, there's only one you, there can only be one you. No one knows what is going on in your head except you speak up. And that's why you really do need to talk about things like this when going into a relationship with someone, okay? Don't ever assume, because people want different things out of life. I mean, this guy is saying that she can go back to work when their child is older, maybe 5 or 6. But then again, are they having just one child, right? Like, if they're having more than one child, of course that 5 or 6 years keeps moving forward, because she's obviously not gonna have all the children at once, except she has like twins or triplets, or like all of that. But then again, like, my point is, they're probably not going to have all the kids at once, and that just pushes back the date or the time period where she'll be out of work. And I really do hope they even talked about how many kids they want, because this seems to be another thing that stresses or strains relationships these days. And I feel like people are shifting the focus from the important conversations, like, what do people talk about when they're dating people? Like, what do people talk about? Because I'm very confused. Like, why would you wait so long to talk about something as sensitive as this? Because I don't know, it's a big deal. I mean, what do people talk about? What did you eat? Have you eaten? Did you sleep? I don't know, like what are people talking about? I'm not saying that it's bad to ask, about people's night or their day, or if they've had something to eat or not. Like, that's not bad, like, that's okay, that's good. But relationships are more than, what did you eat? Have you eaten? Did you sleep? I feel like people need to do better. Like, I feel like people need to start asking the right questions. People need to talk about things that are meaningful. People need to talk about, very important conversations. Talk about how many children you want to have, okay? Talk about if your spouse is going to work or not. Talk about the level of family involvement that you want, right? Because there are people that are fine living with parents, there are people that are not, and there are people that are fine living with some family or all their family members, and there are people that don't even want to do that, right? But if you don't talk, you would never know, and then you just end up putting the other person in a very tight and maybe uncomfortable position in some cases. And you really can't do that to someone. Like, if you have thoughts or expectations, share them. Sometimes you guys might agree, sometimes you guys might not. What that does for you is you allow the other person have an idea of what to expect, and that way there are no surprises when you guys finally go further in that relationship, okay? The Bible says two cannot work except they agree, okay? Like, you guys need to be on the same page, especially when you're gonna get married. It is very, very important. And that's why people need to have very good conversations. I mean, in this case, this lady is pregnant, but guess what? There are people that don't even want to have kids, okay? Like, there are people like that. So don't just go into a relationship or a marriage assuming that at some point you're going to have kids. Everyone is different. Everyone has different expectations. Everyone has different goals in life, right? And that's why you need to talk. Having a good support system goes a long way. If you have someone that doesn't ever agree with anything you say, or someone that doesn't support you, I don't know, but I feel like you're just putting yourself you're putting yourself in a very tight corner. Yeah. You're putting yourself in a very tight corner, and I don't know, it could be really harmful in some cases not. But you really just want to talk about expectations, because it makes a whole lot of difference when you have these kinds of conversations, because there are no surprises, okay? And you guys would end up agreeing. When you guys agree, life is easy. There's no stress, there's no strain. You guys know what to expect, and you guys are fine. I don't believe you can know every single thing about someone before you get married, but I mean, have an idea. Ask some questions. There are some things that are very important to people. Yeah, so you should ask the person, like, you know, what is important to you? What is the most important thing to you? That's a good question to ask. Okay, so yeah, for the guys, like, if you want a career wife or a career woman, you can easily get one. You know, talk about it and know where you stand, know where she stands, or know what her opinion is on that kind of topic. And if you want someone that's going to be a stay-at-home mom, again, by talking, you would have an idea of what the person's expectations are, and that way you can decide whether you want to continue with that relationship or not. And for ladies, talk about it as well, and you guys should agree. If it's something that you want to continue with, then fine. And if you think you cannot, then I mean, you might just need to walk away. Like, it's better than getting married and going through a whole lot of marital problems or issues just because of some conversation you guys could have had like months ago, or you know, a while ago, and you guys would have been fine because you guys talked about it, right? But then you guys are married and you still cannot figure out a lot of things. Like, I just feel like you might not know everything. At least you would save yourself some amount of stress when you finally get into that relationship, or when you finally get into that marriage, right? And I feel like that's what these conversations would do for you. Please share your thoughts in the comment section down below. We're all here to learn. I'm learning from you guys as well. If you think this is not an important conversation, like, please share your thoughts about that. So yeah, please share your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you still haven't subscribed and you watched up until this point, please hit that subscribe button. Okay, like, hit the button. Subscription is free. So guys, I will see you in my next video, but until then, stay safe and stay blessed. Bye.